Welcome back. You're still watching Rappy Done right here on Rappy Television. Of course, it's Friday, and every Friday, instead of giving you the big conversation, we now move it to the entertainment gist. But today, we're giving you a blend of both entertainment gist and more of the things going viral in the country, Nigeria. Of course, my name is Victor Ake.
And my name is Martha Ala. Good morning to you again, TGIF. Well, thank God it's Friday. Why can't I see myself? Like, thank God it's Friday.
Just be seeing me.
Excited about the weekend, as always. I don't think you guys, if you're new, whether you're new here or not, you don't need to be here for long for you to know how excited I am about Fridays.
Oh, yes.
Especially because it's the days that you get to lay your head down and away with all the serious stuff and just be on serious. You're allowed to be on serious on days like this.
Sure.
So good morning to you, and I hope you've been having an amazing morning so far. Just as Victor said, we are moving away from the big conversations, right? And focusing on entertainment, the little things that make us happy here and there. And today we have someone who will be joining us in the studio, but I'll let Victor do the honors of
Thank you very much. And of course, our guest today is a creative mind, someone who tells stories behind the scene. He's a TV film producer, editor, and a scriptwriter, Mundi Amos. Good morning to you, Mundi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good morning to you.
It's a pleasure.
You smile a lot. It's actually really cute.
Well, you had to spot that smile.
Actually.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Now I'm jealous, Martha.
Why?
You've seen me here every single day.
I don't care about you that
With
much.
all
I
the
already
smile
told,
I give
told you.
And you don't tell me. Oh my God.
I don't care.
Monday.
Yes.
Monday, I'm going to kidnap you.
This smile is actually really cute.
Really? Thanks, Martha.
Oh my
Thanks.
God.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Thanks. I really do appreciate it. Means a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you wear a lot of hats, you know, from a TV film producer to an editor to a scriptwriter. Which of these hats makes you more excited?
I mean, for me, it's editing, film editing.
Okay.
I mean,
Editing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Why editing?
I mean, I would say that's like my first love in the media industry.
Okay.
You get, yeah. So I would take you back to college days.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw this gentleman received an award as at that period. His name is Abdul Malik. And then he was so simple, and then he received an award for best editor.
Okay.
And believe you me, as at that time, I felt I wanted something in the media space, but just like a silent relevance.
Okay.
This was like 2012. I mean, editing is not like that much compared to now. Yeah, so you won't really know what's all about until you like do your research. But it's courtesy of school. I went to NTA TV College, so editing was part of the part of our courses. Yeah, so from there I'm like, let me give this a shot and see how it goes. And then I saw the editor as an important member of the team. And then I'm like, okay, let me jump on this boat and see how it goes.
How's it been so far?
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Absolutely fantastic.
You know, some would say editing is actually like the stressful part of the job. Because then you get to bring in, you're invisible to an extent, but yeah, you bring in that artistry into it.
Yeah.
Now, how do you ensure as an editor, with all of the stress as well, that you still tell beautiful stories?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I have a lot of people reach out to me. They want to, you know, they have interest in editing, and I would tell them that if you're ready to sacrifice being seen, being, you know, I mean, yeah, so that's one of the things you have to accept. But then in recent times, with us being in the information age right now, editors are, you know, always sorted after. People are looking for them to put together their reels, their content. A lot of people are thinking of going into editing. Some people will start and they'll be like, I spent hours, you know, on just this 2-minute clip. And I'm like, yeah, it's not that easy. I remember way back when I used to, when I started editing at first, I literally would pray before I start editing because I know that I don't want to waste my time, you know, doing the wrong thing because it's such a hard process, long hours, you know, and all those stuff.
Sometimes I wonder how you know which part to cut and which part to leave. Because you know, trusting someone with such, being a creator, we create ourselves, right? And having to say, okay, you know what, the editor is going to edit it. How do you know what part to cut, what part is relevant? Like, how do you know these things?
That's a very beautiful question because editing is an individualistic activity. It's very, very personal. You have to put yourself in the shoes of whoever you're trying to put together their story. And But sometimes that staying 1 extra second, you know, makes a lot of difference.
Absolutely.
So it's a skill that you keep working on over time, and then, you know, with consistency, you begin to understand some of the right parts to cut, and then make sure that that footage has the maximum emotional impact that you want the audience to get at the end of the day. Yeah, so knowing your cut points as an editor, it comes from the heart.
Okay.
When you're watching the content, when you're feeling the emotion of the person in front of, now I'm talking about maybe storytelling, you know, editing. When you're feeling the emotion that is going through the mind of your subject, you kind of, sometimes when I'm cutting an emotional scene, if I don't get emotional, I feel
you might not be able to,
like I'm not getting it right, because if you don't feel it as an editor, you don't expect other people to feel it. You get, so it's really a skill that you have to work on, and over time there are certain producers that already know that at this point this person has been doing it for a very long time, and we should, at least, we always have what we call the editor's cut, the first cut. Allow him do his thing first before, as directors, as producers, we want to have our own input. You get, so knowing your cut point comes with certain skills, but there are certain lessons that you always have to know as well. Sometimes when your subject is in the element, because in all honesty, what we do as editors is try to bring fictional activity to be as realistic as possible. In fact, we're trying to achieve reality. We're trying to achieve, excuse me, we're trying to achieve the natural flow of activities. You get, when we have, let's say, a multi-camera shoot or a single camera shoot, that we have your take, we have her take, but we're trying to make it as natural as possible. Sometimes when the viewer sees that we've made an edit here, it's not a good job. They're just supposed to feel it. They're not supposed to even see your work. They're not supposed to see your edit. When your work is felt, then that means you've done a very good job as an editor. Wow. You get,
Sounds like a very tasking job.
Oh, it is.
Much more than, sounds like a very tasking job.
It is.
Now, you go back to 2012, where you started officially.
Yes.
Talking about editing softwares.
Yes.
I know they are not as easy as we have them now in 2025.
Yes.
I mean, how were you able to even survive with all of the tasking softwares, you know, from 2012 up until now?
That's an amazing question. I started with Adobe CS3. Then we have the Avid Look, still being used today. Avid, Pinnacle. But the evolution of Adobe Premiere softwares and Final Cut and the rest as at those period, even though some people still use Final Cut, but not as it is being used today compared to back then. Evolving is your personal responsibility as an editor to evolve, to make sure you're staying up to date with what's happening. Editors right now, we're jumping on the evolution of AI.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You guys use AI too?
Yes. I mean, you have to at some point, but I'll even give you an example. My work yesterday, I used AI as part of it to generate some of the, of course, we know the famous speech to text. You know, but because sometimes we make certain content that are curated for our audience, that are peculiar. We use our own lingua, we use our pidgin. Of course, you don't expect AI to do a fantastic job translating that, so you still have to like go through. And another important skill for an editor is actually when you use the tool, which is the software now, to your own advantage, and you ensure that the software is not controlling you, but you because at the end of the day, it's a human activity. You're controlling the software. You get to realize that you are not software driven, but story driven. Yes, because despite the fact that we keep, staying up to date with softwares, or for instance, AI now, I will categorize AI as a software as well. We have softwares for AI that we use to work, It's part of jumping on trends, but sometimes some of these things are experimental. They're not there yet.
Yeah.
So we, as editors, we don't forget the essence of why we're editing. The essence of why we're editing is to make our messages as compelling as possible, is to make communication as effective as possible. You know, is whatever message that the content or the storyteller has, we intensify it through our tools, you know, and everything. So we don't, you know, get carried away with softwares, and we know we don't stay true to why we're doing what we're doing.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, but to just summarize your question, in how we stay up to date with softwares, we keep our ears to the ground. Whatever is out, whatever is latest, we check for reviews if we have an opportunity. Whatever we think about it after our first use or so. If we have the time, we can make content and then share with people our thoughts on this new software, where we feel it can help them in other areas. You know, but then the most important thing is personal growth is your responsibility as an editor.
Absolutely. Now, I hear you made mention of AI, and you know, we are in AI era. It's overwhelming sometimes.
We can't fight it.
Yeah, we can't fight it. It's overwhelming sometimes. And, you know, sometimes you made mention of the fact that it's not so accurate sometimes and so efficient sometimes.
Yes.
What are the challenges that you have noticed? Because I personally have noticed a lot of them, especially when it comes to sound. Using AI to clean sounds, I don't think it's the most effective thing to do. But what are the major challenges you have faced in integrating AI in your editing process?
Fantastic. For me, one of the most fundamental challenges with AI is it takes creativity away from a lot of people.
Oh, okay.
You know, because that's process, it takes originality as well, you know, because the same way you will use AI, another person will also use it.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's kind of watering down the quality of what we're churning out now, you know, compared to something that comes to you, you know, from your imagination, you know, and then you put that into to make that become a reality. So one of the challenges is we see a lot of content that have the potential to be so effective in terms of the final outputs, but because AI will give us a lot of shortcuts, and sometimes these shortcuts, they don't come to us with an opportunity to correct them. They are more like templates. Once they, you know, or sometimes some of the providers of the AI services will tell you that to enable this tool to correct these things, you have to sub. You get, and then we don't even use dollars as our official currency. So you know, just making that exchange is a lot of
it's more like a hassle for you.
Yeah, and sometimes people are using these tools mainly because they want to cut down time. Because editing is highly time consuming. So most of the time, wherever you're going to deliver at the end of the day, they're waiting for you or your client, or maybe you want to make a post, you want to be consistent with your uploads or something, but then time is not on your side, you don't have what it takes to correct these things, and we just put it out there the way it is, you know. So that has really affected the quality of what we're putting. I'm not even talking about a lot of fakes, you know, content that we're making. Yeah, so I don't, because we all know everything that can be used, of course, can be abused as well.
Right.
And nobody globally can control AI at this point. So we have a lot of, you know,
challenges,
misuse of the...
You've worked on a lot of projects.
Thank you.
Mama Ashao, one of them, Hidden Riches. The plan, you know, Love Me or Not. You know, quite a number of projects that we have here that we've seen you work, over 11 of them. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Now, in all of these projects, which one of them has given you most joy and possibly also taught you the toughest lessons?
And visibility.
And visibility.
That's amazing. So I graduated in 2015. So I would say like, you know, officially entering the labor market. So from there, I started doing some content here and there that had relevance, but not like national, you know, on national platform, you know. So, you know, regionally, locally, you're making strides. And then went to the Northeast, Adamawa State, to surf. Still, you know, being relevant in the space. But upon completion of NYSC 2018, I moved to Abuja. started working with this company. We were servicing media needs for organizations like UNICEF, like Society for Family, NGOs in general. And then still with that, you know, it's still a work in progress. But 2019, I got my first contract to work on, I don't know, on the name of the show is Halita.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yes.
you're on Halita.
Yes.
You edited Halita?
Yes, I was part of the editing team.
Amazing.
Yeah. So for me, that's in 2013. Sorry, in 2019, that was like the introduction into mainstream.
Okay.
You know, it was so mind blowing that your name on end credits could have so much impact.
Yeah.
I was feeling for the actors. I'm like, I don't know how you guys are, because a lot of people will call, oh, we saw your name on this platform.
People actually watch the end credits.
Yeah, people do.
So the thing is, the society is so large that we only focus on what interests us.
Yeah.
There are people that I bet
So
like
ingested,
someone like me, when I'm watching a concert, I'm looking forward to the end credits. You get. So, you know, people in our community, a lot of people, some fans, some actors, some just random, you know, they're just interested in seeing the people behind, you know, the production. So that was like my first national broadcast mainstream credits. So that particular production is very unique to me because it ushered me into a lot of productions that I did. After Halita, before I completed Halita, the producer of Halita, his name is Mr. Dimbo Atia, reached out, and then while I was still working on that project, he said, for some weird reason, I don't know how you're going to balance these two projects, but I need you to work on a certain project as well. Okay. The name of that project is The Plan, which later ended up on Netflix.
Oh.
So for me, that's like the breakthrough point. I didn't really know that at that point, you know, a lot of people were noticing the kind of effort I put into my work. And then from there, it just went on. Later on, got a call for gathering of creatives for a briefing. It was from Al Jazeera, and then they spoke to us. They wanted to do some documentaries, and then they need creative minds, storytellers that can not only capture but can, you know, effectively put content together. And then part of their programming. And then from there. Also, that was 2022. So from 2019, it has just been. But that one standout project, I definitely give it to the Halita project.
In 2019.
Yes,
and it's been back to back for you.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Congratulations there.
That's amazing. It's amazing to know. All right, so do you have any current projects you're working on, projects you hope to be on? Yes.
Oh, this is an amazing question. I love it. Okay. I have this project that it will probably premiere at Afrif Festival in November.
Really?
Yes. The name of the project.
Big things.
At the moment I leave here, I'm going to go continue working on the project. We're currently working on it. Okay. Yeah. It had what's her name? The legend of blessed memory, Madam Onyeka.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she featured in the project.
Oh,
yes.
So it was shot long before?
Yes.
Okay.
Shot about a year ago.
Okay.
Yes, and then not a year ago, maybe 18 months plus. I think April or so.
Yeah.
And funny enough, shot part of it here in Abuja, part of it in Enugu.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then it had people like Bob Manuel in it, had Chioma Chukwuka, but starring Chisom. She's the lady that played Halita on that project.
Oh, okay. Oh, Chisom Akweke.
Yes.
Right,
so it's a fantastic project. So we're looking forward to it in November. God's will. Yeah. So and then another thing that I'm working on would be me putting the heart of a producer fully. Okay. I graduated as a TV producer, but
you've been editing for quite some time.
It wasn't my intention. So what I learned from that experience is sometimes when you're doing what you do, of course, everybody have their agenda where you fit into their plan, you know, and everything. Yeah, so I saw that a lot of people, you come, you know, you be part of our team, do our stuff. But I've been a freelance for a very long time. I've never, you know. So, but for me, at the moment I hit 20, 25, 10 years of doing it professionally, I'm like, let me put on the hat of producer. I've been producing on small scale, but now with all these experiences, so I decided to launch a brand new series that I produced, but I put it on YouTube. I've produced 3 episodes so far.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
We'll take a look.
Thank you very much.
Definitely.
It started airing 5th of September, so this is like the honeymoon phase of the production. We're enjoying everything is going
Right.
well.
That's amazing. Amazing to know.
But let's look at young people right now that are dreaming on becoming producers, editors.
Yeah.
What is going to be that one big piece of advice you're going to give to them?
You have to learn it somewhere, somehow. But that learning process, you can't just, jump, so you have to respect that process of learning. I always say, just give yourself 90 days, 3 months, and see. Take your mind off the rewards, because it comes with a lot of amazing rewards. You know what you're doing, but just learn the process a little bit, because for some of us, like I said, I work remotely as a freelance. Some of the projects we did with the international companies, we just use, we get hard drives here, send it via DHL. But you have to be disciplined for you to, be trusted remotely. You get with certain projects and certain skills. Maybe short projects, fine, but when it's, people that have not seen you, and everything like that. But back to the beginner, you have to consider learning it, either formally or informally. You find somebody that does it. And, puts your best behavior, your character, reach out to the person. He sees through you. You seem like an honest person. He can take you along. You serve them. I so respect the culture of the East. You just find somebody you learn under. It's very important. However, if you have, like some of us formerly went to school paid, you have to still know the level of humility you give to certain projects. There are certain producers or production companies that will reach out to me. I'm not really interested in working, maybe for them for whatever reason, maybe financial, maybe personal preference. But there are also certain companies that will not even reach out to me, but I would type an email and say, please, I'd like to be part of your team. I will fund my expenses. I will come. I just want to be, if you guys will accept me like I need to.
You do that?
I still do that.
That's amazing.
I still do that. Once I see a production, and maybe let's say I'm not currently working on any project, I have the funds to facilitate. That's the thing. You have to learn. You can't skip that. Whatever you want to do, you must go through that process of learning. So my advice: tune your mind as a beginner that I want to learn this thing, and then plan for it. Don't just say, I want to learn, and the person you're learning from is footing your bills. You have to be serious about it. You have to also, show some, we all have, there's a saying, if wishes are horses. If you want to, but you don't have the means to make it work, you now have a new target to focus on what you get. But then my advice is always that learning process is very important.
Don't jump the queue.
That's a very serious one, especially because we've been talking about skills and capacity here. People want the reward for skills that they haven't taken out time to build. That's really commendable. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Of course, and that's how we call it a wrap with Mundi Amos. I can call him the creative mind and the wise one.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Mundi, for being here with us. We do appreciate you.
It was a personal pleasure.
All right, so right now we're going to break and we'll come back with that straight to the next segment of the program. Just stay with us.